DJ spent the whole season stuck on the bench. But after a last-minute injury, in the biggest moment, with the clock ticking down, the game tied. The ball somehow found its way into his hands. Thousands watching. Seconds left. No backup plan. What happened next would define his future and the legacy of an underdog team that refused to fold. The roar of the crowd was deafening. Elijah Banks dribbled out another dominant victory, booking a spot in the state semifinals with a resounding 78-61 win. He barely heard the buzzer. The wild celebrations of the students, parents, and alumni packed into the gym told him the clock had run out. 25 points, 9 assists, 3 steals. A star player's performance. Elijah was everything a leader should be: fearless, unselfish, and unwaveringly confident. He wasn't just the best player on the team. He was its heart, the glue that held everything together. "Man, we are rolling." Forward Jamal Henderson hollered, throwing an arm around Elijah. "Ain't nobody stopping us." Elijah laughed, throwing his own arm around his teammate. "Not if we keep playing like this." The Newtown Fire had blazed through the tournament, their chemistry clicking at the perfect time. Every pass, every cut, every switch, the team moved as one, all orbiting around Elijah's command. With his gravity and his instinct to always make the right play, Newtown wasn't just winning, they were putting on a clinic. Daniel D.J. Reynolds, the backup point guard, clapped along with the celebration. He grinned, soaking in the moment. But he stood just outside the huddle of jumping bodies. The team were mostly seniors and had played together since middle school. A sophomore, DJ was friendly with them, but hadn't been on the same journey they had. "Yo, DJ." He turned as Elijah jogged over, still grinning. "You see my step back in the third?" DJ smirked. Yeah, we get it." "You can't miss." Elijah laughed, draping an arm over his shoulders. "Nah, for real, though. Your time's coming, man. Just be ready." DJ nodded, though he didn't entirely believe it. He'd heard those words before. Crestwood High lingered near the exit. Their captain, Darius King, was the highest-ranked player in the state, but unlike Elijah's easy charisma, Darius exuded cocky arrogance. "Enjoy it while it lasts, Newtown," he called out. "Y'all ain't seen us yet." The Fire were playing flawless basketball. With 6 minutes left in the state semifinal, the scoreboard read, Newtown 74, Jefferson 58. Elijah was on fire. He'd started hot and never let up. Step-backs, floaters, no-look dimes. Everything was clicking. He had 34 points, 8 assists, and 5 steals. Every time Jefferson tried to trap him, he danced out of pressure and found an open man. When they sagged off, he buried a jumper in their faces. The crowd was electric. Fans were on their feet, the student section chanting, MVP. MVP. DJ watched from the bench, shaking his head in awe. "This is wild," he muttered to Jamal, who had just come off court. "He's a problem," Jamal replied, grinning. Jefferson got no answers. DJ spent the whole season stuck on the bench. But after a last-minute injury, in the biggest moment, with the clock ticking down, the game tied. The ball somehow found its way into his hands. Thousands watching. Seconds left. No backup plan. What happened next would define his future and the legacy of an underdog team that refused to fold. Newtown's bench was loose, confident. The game wasn't officially over, but at this rate, it was only a matter of time. Coach Ramirez, always intense, even had a rare smirk as he paced the sideline. Then, everything changed. 5:42 left, Newtown leading 74-58. Elijah walked the ball up the court, eyeing a mismatch. Jefferson had been switching defenders all game, and now their big was on him, a 6 feet 7 inches forward with slow feet. The crowd sensed what was coming. Elijah smirked. Easy work. He dribbled between his legs, rocking his defender back. Then, a quick hesitation. The big lunged forward, just what Elijah wanted. He exploded to his left, turning the corner except. Pop. Elijah's knee buckled. He crumpled to the floor. For a split second, the arena was confused. Then, as Elijah grabbed his leg, everything went silent. Ah, damn. Elijah clutched his knee, wincing in pain. His teammates froze. Jefferson's defender backed away, hands on his head. Coach Ramirez was already sprinting onto the court. The trainers rushed over. Elijah gritted his teeth, trying to sit up, but his leg wouldn't cooperate. No, Jamal whispered. The scoreboard still flashed 74-58, but the game didn't matter anymore. Minutes passed in a blur. The stretcher came out. Elijah looked devastated. "We good," Jamal said, voice unsteady. "You're gonna be fine, bro." Coach Ramirez's voice cut through the noise. "DJ, you're in." The words punched through him. DJ hesitated. "Me?" Coach's stare hardened. "You're the backup point guard, aren't you?" DJ swallowed hard, his stomach twisting. He looked at Elijah, still on the floor, eyes brimming with tears. But when he turned toward DJ, his voice was steady. "Next man up." DJ nodded slowly. He didn't believe it. Newtown 82, Jefferson 72. Final score. The Fire had survived. But instead of chants and high-fives, the locker room was quiet. The only sound was the faint hum of the crowd outside. Elijah was out. A deep tournament run, a championship within reach. Everything had revolved around him. Nobody knew if they still had it. DJ was still catching his breath. His hands rested on his knees, his jersey damp with sweat. He'd gotten through it. Coach Ramirez had simplified everything. Slow it down. Run their plays, don't force it. DJ had followed the script. It hadn't been a disaster. He had 2 assists, finding Jamal for an open jumper and threading a bounce pass to the big man Trey for an easy dunk. He'd even scored a single layup. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't enough. He'd turned the ball over twice, trying to push the pace when he shouldn't have. His first pass was picked off by an alert defender, leading to an easy fast break layup. The second time, he'd gotten stuck under pressure and panicked, throwing the ball away before he could even react. No flair. No confidence. Nothing like Elijah. That's what everyone was thinking. Nobody said it outright, but DJ felt it in the looks from teammates. Not angry, not even disappointed, just uncertain. After a few minutes, Coach Ramirez clapped HI's hands, breaking the team's stupor. His voice was calm, but firm. "You should be proud of that win," he said. "It wasn't pretty, but you got it done." A pause. But let's be honest, this was a wake-up call. No one moved. Coach scanned the room, his gaze eventually landing on DJ. "You did what I asked," he continued. "But I need more than that. We need more than that." DJ nodded stiffly, his stomach twisting. Jamal spoke up from the other side of the room. "We still got this, right?" He looked around, seeking confirmation from anyone. No immediate response. Then their starting shooting guard, Malik, leaned back against his locker, exhaling through his nose. "I dunno, man." He wasn't looking at DJ, but he might as well have been. DJ stared at the floor. They were still in it, but nobody knew if they had the firepower to finish it. The gym was nearly empty. Most of the team had already left after a grueling practice filled with pressure shooting, set plays, and defensive adjustments. Tomorrow was the championship, but DJ was still there. He stood at the top of the key, rhythmically dribbling before rising into a jumper. The ball swished through the net. He grabbed another from the rack, dribbled left, stepped back another shot. Miss. DJ sighed, rolling his shoulders as he jogged to grab the rebound. Coach Ramirez stood with his assistants, running final notes on rotations. Every now and then he glanced at DJ. He wasn't stopping. For the past hour, he'd been working alone pull-up jumpers, floaters, dribble drills. He wasn't just getting reps. He was fighting the doubt. From the locker room entrance, Elijah watched. His leg was propped up in a brace, crutches tucked under his arms. He'd come to practice for moral support, but something made him stay. He saw the determination in DJ's eyes. Elijah smiled. He waited for DJ to finish his next shot before calling out. "You ever gonna go home, bro?" DJ turned, breathing heavy. He wiped sweat from his forehead with his jersey. "Not yet." Elijah hobbled closer, dropping onto the bleachers. "You look better than yesterday," he said, nodding toward the rim. "More comfortable," DJ exhaled. "Still feels wrong. Like I'm forcing it." Elijah nodded. "That's 'cause you are." DJ frowned. Elijah smirked. "Bro, you're trying to be me. That ain't your game." DJ walked closer as he continued. "You don't gotta be flashy. You don't gotta drop 30. You just gotta control the game. Run the offense. Trust yourself. Trust your squad." DJ nodded slowly. Elijah smirked, poking the basketball in DJ's hands with his crutch. "You're here for a reason. Play like it." DJ nodded more forcefully this time. As he turned back towards the basket and started shooting again, he felt something shift inside him. He was relaxed, like he was moving in slow motion. His movements felt deliberate, controlled. Jamal and Malik saw the entire exchange. Watched DJ make shot after shot, with Elijah coaching him from the bleachers. Jamal nudged Malik. "He wants this, man." Malik exhaled, running a hand over his head. "Yeah, he does." By the time DJ finally left, the team wasn't questioning him anymore. They were with him. Tip-off. The state championship was underway, and Darius King wasted no time setting the tone. On Crestwood's first possession, he sized up Malik, jabbed right, then rose up from deep. Swish. 3-0 Crestwood. Next possession, Darius backed down Jamal in the post, spun baseline, and hit a tough fadeaway jumper. 5-0. The crowd exploded, and Crestwood's bench was on their feet. DJ tried to keep his cool, calling out plays as he brought the ball up. He passed to Jamal on the wing, then cut to the opposite corner. Darius was already there. Steal. DJ barely turned his head before Darius was flying down the court, finishing with a two-handed dunk. 7-0. Darius landed, turned, and smirked right at DJ. "This your big moment?" he taunted. "Could have stayed on the bench for this, man." DJ swallowed hard. He tried to shake it off. Next time down, he got inside, went for a floater. Too strong. The ball bricked off the glass. At one point, DJ brought the ball up, and Darius met him at half court. He clapped his hands hard. "Go ahead, shoot it," he dared. DJ hesitated. The doubt crept back in. He passed instead, and Newtown's possession fizzled out. The game was slipping early, but Malik finally got Newtown on the board with a tough drive. DJ exhaled. He could still settle in, except Darius wasn't letting up. He picked apart Newtown's defense, hitting jumpers, making sharp passes, and taunting the whole way. Crestwood 38, Newtown 24. The locker room was dead silent. Players slumped on the benches, sweat dripping onto the floor. Jamal sat with a towel over his head. Malik bounced his knee, staring at the ground. Trey, their center, clenched his fists, frustrated at getting bullied on the boards. DJ sat in silence, staring at his hands, replaying every mistake. Turnover, hesitation, missed floater. They weren't out of it. But they weren't playing like champions either. Then, Elijah pushed himself up on his crutches. The room turned toward him. He took a breath, then spoke. "Look, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, we're getting cooked out there. No one disagreed. But it ain't, 'cause they're better than us. Elijah's eyes swept the room. We're playing like we forgot who we are. He turned to Jamal. Jay, you're the most athletic dude on this court. No one here can jump with you, so act like it. Run the break, crash the boards, and make 'em feel you at the rim. Jamal sat up, the words hitting. Elijah turned to Trey. Trey, bro, you're stronger than anyone they got. They ain't moving you unless you let 'em. Own the paint. Trey nodded, shoulders squaring. Elijah turned to Malik. Malik, man, you're a killer. First half, you second-guessed yourself. I don't want to see that no more. Shoot or shoot. You get a look, let it fly. Malik exhaled sharply. Bet. Then Elijah turned to DJ, and for the first time, his voice wavered. And DJ? He blinked, taking a breath. DJ, you got a gift, man. You see the floor like nobody else. You know when to push, when to slow down. You know where guys want to be before they even know it. DJ stared back, absorbing every word. You don't gotta be me, Elijah continued. We don't need another Elijah Banks. We need you. The room shifted. The doubt was gone. You want to know why we're going to win this game? Elijah's voice rose. Heads lifted. 'Cause we move as a squad. Jamal sat forward. Malik cracked his knuckles. 'Cause when one of us falls, the rest pick him up. The team came alive. Elijah's eyes burned as he raised a fist. So go out there and take what's ours. The crowd buzzed as the teams took the court for the second half. But something was different. Newtown was locked in. Crestwood's players saw it in their eyes. Saw it in the way DJ clapped his hands, barking out instructions. When Malik pounded his chest, eyes burning with confidence, they knew. Newtown wasn't going away. First possession, DJ attacked. He came off a tray screen, saw a sliver of space, and pulled up from the elbow. Swish, 38-26. Next time down, he pushed the tempo, crossing half court before Crestwood's defense could get set. Malik leaked out to the corner DJ, hit him in stride. 3-ball cash, 38-29. Crestwood's lead shrunk. Jamal clapped his hands. Turn up. Turn up. Crestwood ran a set for Darius, but now Malik was pressing up on him, fighting through screens, making him work. Darius pulled up from deep, short. Jamal skied for the rebound, ripped it down, and instantly turned up court. DJ was already sprinting. Jamal flicked a one-handed pass ahead. DJ caught it in stride and whipped the lob to Trey, who rose up and hammered it home. 38-31. The gym exploded. Newtown's bench was on their feet. Crestwood's coach barked at his team. Settle down, we're fine. But they weren't. DJ kept pressing. He worked the pick and roll, drawing a double team, kicked it to Trey inside for a layup. 38-33. Darius rushed a shot missed. DJ fed Jamal on a baseline cut slam. 38-35. Crestwood finally scored, pushing the lead to 40-35. But Newtown didn't let up. DJ danced on the perimeter, hit his defender with a hesitation move pulled up from deep. Buckets. 40-38. With a minute left in the third, Newtown had a chance to tie. DJ dribbled up, waving Jamal to the wing. Crestwood expected another drive, but DJ saw Malik's defender cheating too far inside. He whipped a pass to the corner. Malik caught it, took 2 dribbles past the desperate closeout, and elevated. Splash, tie game. 40-40. The horn blared, ending the quarter. The crowd was on fire. DJ turned toward the bench, pounding his chest. Elijah grinned from his seat. Now we got a ball game. 40-40. 8 minutes left. The championship was coming down to the wire. Newtown had punched back in the third, but Crestwood wasn't going anywhere. And at the center of it all, Darius versus DJ. First possession, Darius struck. He took Malik one-on-one, hit a hard spin move, and rose over Trey for a contested jumper. Cash, 42-40 Crestwood. Jogging back, Darius grinned. He looked right at DJ as he clapped his hands. You got one good quarter in you, huh? Let's see if you can finish. DJ didn't react, didn't let it sink in. He just called the next play. DJ pushed the tempo, snaked through a double team, and found Jamal cutting inside. Layup. 42-42. Darius came down again, hit a deep pull-up three over Malik. 45-42 Crestwood. The crowd roared. Darius pointed at DJ as he ran back. Go ahead, shoot one, little man. DJ called for a screen, and when they went under, he pulled without hesitation. Splash. Tie game again. The Newtown bench exploded, but DJ stayed calm, locked in. Darius still got his buckets. He got off ball and relocated for three. DJ responded with a drive and kick to Malik for three. 48-48. Darius came back, bullying inside for a layup. DJ ran a perfect pick and roll, threading a pass to Trey for a dunk. 50-50. Shot for shot, blow for blow. Crestwood's crowd chanted, Darius! Darius! Newtown fans boomed back, DJ! Then, with under a minute left, Newtown got a stop. Tie game. Ball in DJ's hands. Time winding down. One final play. One last moment. Everything on the line. DJ dribbled near half court, calm, breathing, steady. He dreamt of this moment 1,000 times. The game tied, the final shot in his hands, the crowd buzzing. Everything on him. But he wasn't scared. Coach Ramirez knelt near the sideline. Work it down. Last shot. Malik and Jamal set up on the wings. Trey hovered near the free throw line, ready to screen. Darius? He was locked in on DJ, crouched low, waiting. He knew DJ wanted this. He knew every hooper dreamed of taking this shot. Crestwood's coach knew IT too. With 6 seconds left, he jumped up, clapping hard. Double him. Double him. Two defenders sprang forward. A wall of arms, closing in. They wanted DJ to force IT, wanted him to rush a bad shot. Or, worse, panic. DJ wanted to shoot IT. This was his moment. With 4 seconds left, he jumped in the AIR and fired a bullet pass to the left corner, right into Malik's hands. Same spot, same look, same result. Bang! The gym erupted. 53-50. Crestwood tried to call timeout, but they had none left. A desperation heave from half court, not even close. Buzzer. Game. Newtown wins. For a moment, time seemed frozen. The sound of the buzzer still echoed through the gym, but it was quickly drowned by a tidal wave of students pouring down the bleachers, parents hugging in the stands. The players on the bench leaped onto the court, colliding into each other in a mess of screams, fists in the air, and uncontainable joy. Malik was skipping down the court, screaming into the air as fans and players chased him down. DJ barely had time to register what had happened before Jamal slammed into him. Trey lifted them both in a bear hug, shouting something that was completely lost in the noise. But DJ didn't need to hear IT. He felt I. He had spent so much time wondering if he belonged, questioning whether this moment was meant for him. But standing there, engulfed in the raw energy of victory, he realized the answer had been in front of him the whole time. This was never about being the guy. IT was about being their guy, Newtown's guy. The player they could count on. The player who didn't run from the moment, but stepped into it fully, completely, without hesitation. Through the chaos, DJ turned toward the bench, his eyes locking onto Elijah. Elijah was still seated, his crutches leaning against the chair beside him. He hadn't joined the dog pile, hadn't run onto the court, but he didn't need to. He was smiling, wide and proud, shaking his head like he had known all along that IT would end this way. DJ broke away and jogged toward him, his breathing still heavy. When he got close, Elijah reached up and DJ pulled him to his feet. "I told you," he sighed, his voice carrying through the noise. DJ let out a breathless laugh, shaking his head. "An AH?" he replied, his voice breaking. "You showed me." Elijah's embraced him, and DJ felt something unspoken pass between them. Not just approval, not just pride. IT was a torch being passed. As the celebration continued, DJ's gaze landed on the opposing bench. Crestwood players were slumped in their seats, heads hanging low, the picture of defeat. But in the middle of them, standing tall, was Darius King. The fire that had burned in his eyes all game had dimmed. But it wasn't gone. He wasn't sulking. He was just watching. Slowly, he pushed through his teammates, stopping a few feet from DJ. For a moment, neither of them spoke. Then, Darius extended a hand. DJ stared at IT for a moment. IT wasn't just a handshake. IT was recognition, respect. Not because DJ had outplayed him, not because he had scored the most points, but because when IT mattered most, he had stepped up. DJ took his hand, gripping IT firmly. Darius gave him a single nod before pulling away, retreating back toward his team without another word. DJ didn't need one. True champions are not just the most talented. They are the ones who rise when their team needs them the most. They are the ones who silence doubt, not with words, but with actions. They are the ones who step into the moment, knowing IT is not given but earned.